Fable. Pat was a tomcat. He lived on a farm. In his youth, he was the king of the region. Mice he slew a legion, thus earning his pay. But such was no longer the way, for time had passed, and he, old and gray, had grown lazy, or so I'd say. He liked to be in the barn, out of the way, on top of a shelf he used to lay, and in the evenings after the hours of heat, he went out for a treat. This majestic cat, moving like a jet, to his saucer of milk he went, only to find it empty. Just drops were left. Oh, who could have done this horrible theft? Pat was shocked, you'll understand that. What if it happened to be a rat? Next day he went to the saucer early on, confident that he had already won. The milk was there, white and pure, but touch it he wouldn't, that's for sure. For truth be told, it was way too cold. He preferred it slightly old. But today he expected a guest, and there it came, down from the west. Much amazed saw the cat that it was a rat, and strange looking at that. Like lightning Pat leaped, and with a hiss, only to learn painfully this: sharp indeed were the hedgehog's spikes. They hurt his paws like knives. With a horrible scream, Pat ran away, back to his fortress of hay. What kind of a rat could that be, wondered he, whilst his paws he licked. Whatever it was, its ass would be kicked. So next day he was waiting for his saucer to be filled. Tense he was, and angry too, for less he would have killed. Ignoring even his ball of yarn, he pushed the saucer into the barn. On top of bales of hay he leaped. From there the havoc would be reaped. There he sat, waiting an hour at most, then had a thought: had the rat gotten lost? Before he tired and drank the milk, he heard a sound, soft as silk, for out of the fog in marched the hedgehog. As Pat tensed for the leap, started toppling his whole heap, not thinking, in panic and struck by fear, he leaped on a sack of grain, causing it to tear. Down fell tumbling the bales of hay, yet keeping the hedgehog out of harm's way. Pat got onto his safe home shelf filled with terror, still not seeing the fullness of his error. An old tractor got loose and rolled to a wall with a loud bang that could be heard at the town hall. Down fell the cat, then the bucket, and then like a speeding rocket out flew the cat in a flash into the nearby pond with a splash. Still on went the racket with no end in sight, but the hedgehog seemed to get off light. For one reason or another, it never heard a sound. When finished with the milk, it just turned around and walked away, no harm done, toward the edge of the forest.